Hello there, dreamers. Welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. Let's see what's been happening this week. I saw this real-life rock, and I wanted to break it so bad. Oh, wow. That looks so similar. It's like this rock was used to model in-game rock. That is crazy. I imagine how satisfying would it be to swing your pickaxe on it. I totally get why this post is the most voted for this week. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today. What a coincidence. Oh, Bella's gonna be so disappointed, but to be honest, they're both big, they're both furry, and they have a great taste in cakes, so they're a perfect couple. Cottagecore Town in the Forest of Valor by Elsa Rain. Whoa! That is sick. It's a town in the forest. You mixed cottagecore and a city. That is so cool. And also, like, using the filter to filter the image to make it look a little bit more old. Nicely done. The costume we all truly want. Oh, that would be such a cool skin for one of the Star Path. Or maybe next year Valentine Day Star Path. If we get one, this is what I want to see. This is pretty cool. I was promised doors. Expectation. Reality. Oh, come on! Okay, there's... I hope it's a joke, because you cannot possibly not like the variety of stuff in the new Scrooge store. Like, there's new items every day. The wallpapers and the floors are separated. Yeah, you're not going to be getting the doors every day, but I have seen people getting doors, and actually some very nice people snuck a door or two my way, which I'm very appreciated. You know who you are. So I'm pretty sure it's a joke, but seriously, Scrooge Shop in the new update is like it's went from 0 to 100. It's went from being very unsatisfying to go to Scrooge Shop every day to feeling like a kid in a candy store. It's like complete 180. They did an amazing job with the Scrooge Shop, and applause. But also, speaking of doors, even like we only have 9 doors, which is compared to like 70 or 80 different wallpapers and 70 or 80 different floors, only having 9 doors, it's a little bit disappointing. So honestly, what I would like is to have the default door come as a Touch of Magic item. But then again, we won't be able to use it in Dream Snaps if it's a Touch of Magic door. But still, at least for ourselves, just being able to design, just change the color, maybe even not Touch of Magic, maybe just being able to change the color. Let's see what people have to say. I'd be happy if they just let us change the color. That's what I'm talking about. Just let us change the colors of the default door to literally anything. It's gonna make it so much, make it so much easier to fit any room. Wow, a lot of people are very upset about the lack of doors. I kind of agree. I mean, I'm not super upset about it because I don't decorate inside, but maybe if I had more doors, I would be more willing to decorate inside. You never know. For anyone in the UK aware of Wonka Gate, a bit less sparse than the actual event because of the Dream Snaps counter, but there is mine. I have no clue what you're talking about. Americans here, we're all seeing that hilarity. What? I need to Google this. A Wonka Gate. Can somebody explain this to me? I don't know about you all, but I'm good. You're offered $250 million. But to claim it, you must enter the last video game you've played and stay there for a full year. If you accept the deal, how was life there? Full year? Wait, do you mean that like you don't do anything else? You literally just play this one game 24/7 for a whole year without taking any breaks. Like, are you allowed to eat to use the bathroom? Honestly, I would do it for less than 250 million. That is ridiculous. Why would I even need 250 million? If I can get it down to, let's say, 5 million, and I'm allowed to actually do other things. Let's say I would have to play the game for 12 hours every day for the whole year. I would accept the deal. What do you guys think? Sounds delightful. I'll make even more money pumpkin farming while waiting for my paycheck. To be fair, if you farm pumpkins 24/7 for the whole year, you're gonna make way more than 250 million. The pink castle is haunting me. What? What? Okay, this is kind of crazy. Like, what? So you went into the furniture mode to try and place it, and then it just got stuck like that, and now wherever you go, it just follows you? Not gonna lie, this is hilarious. Hey, Fox family! Oh, that is so adorable. Oh! It looks like they're playing the little fox and the big fox. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I want him. Well, you're in luck, because this guy is coming into Premium Shop very soon. Online for no reason, I finally finished my plaza. That looks very, very clean. That is so clean. I'm jealous. My plaza is a mess now. That is so pretty. The ugly dark I need to decorate. I need to decorate now. I have so much stuff to place around. I'm so undecided what to get from the premium shop this week. What did you get? Everything. Because I'm a sucker for cool items. Yeah, all of the items are really good here. I don't know. I would not be able to decide if I had to choose not to get something. Am I the only one who started voting only for the worst photos in every weekly DreamSnap event? Sorry, what? Like, I'm tired of losers on Reddit recreating the same photos every week. I want to support the new players, the ones who don't have a ton of items and who are just trying to get by. So I just did 600 votes, only voting for the basic dream snaps, the ones where people don't have a lot. Am I a bad person? Okay. I need a minute, because this just... That's a spicy one. You know what's the most surprising thing, though? Is that this post got 500 upvotes in 2 days. This is insanely high, which seems like a lot of people agree with this statement. Okay, let's get straight into it. So this person wants to support new players, the ones who don't have a ton of items and who are just trying to get by. 600 votes only voting for the basic dream snaps, the one where people don't have a lot. I'm sorry, I cannot, so, like, this doesn't make sense to me. There is a big difference between people who don't have a lot and the people who create basic dream snaps. I feel like a lot of people have, like, a lot of people see, like, a very basic dream snap that is completely empty, that is very low effort, which, once again, nothing wrong with it. But to consciously decide to give that dream snap a vote versus another dream snap where people actually put a lot of effort in it and it actually looks better, that just doesn't make sense to me. Because, first of all, not every image that looks basic is by a new player. That is not the case at all. Sometimes people just don't want to spend time this week to decorate. So they just throw something together to get their 300 moonstones. It does not mean that they're new. It's virtually impossible to tell by most of the shots if the person is new or not. All right, let's go straight into voting. Let's try to find out who is new, who is not. It's really possible to tell here. Ooh, this is pretty. They have the orb right in the mouth. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, now let's take a look at this pairing, for example. Now, in my opinion, the right Dream Snap is clearly way better. Now, the left one is way more basic, right? Super basic. Now, question, how do we know that this is a new player? What is, like, how do you determine? They do have Stitch's car, so that means they at least unlocked Stitch already, which is... I have actually no idea how soon in the main story he appears. Like, both people are not using anything fancy. In my opinion, the only difference between these two photos is one put a lot of effort in it, and one person didn't. And wow, by the way, the right photo is just gorgeous. The color scheme, the lighting, everything. Like, once again, very basic photo on the left. The way I see it, the person just put items that they needed for tags and just snapped a photo just to get 300 moonstones. Here's an example of my own submission on my second account that I've created just less than a month ago, and I don't grind in that account. The only quest I've completed, I don't have a single character, a single premium shop item, don't have a single star path item, and I've been only buying items for Scrooge maybe like for a couple of weeks, and I don't have, like, I'm like a maybe 15% furniture collection. There's literally nothing in this shot. I threw together some clothing that I got from Scrooge, some random stuff. But I did put some effort into the shot composition, the shot lighting, something that everybody has from the very beginning. Like this like I don't have a single critter unlocked yet. Which is now I'm starting to think is a problem because we literally have Critter Love Challenge this week. So I'm going to try to unlock one critter just so I can make a snap with it. I'm very convinced, and I've seen the proof of that it's definitely possible to create nice looking shots that look organic, thoughtful, and with great composition. And I'm just giving this an example because this is literally as beginner as you get. You can make a shot like this as soon as you unlock Sunlit Plateau, which you could technically do on day 1 of playing the game. And this comment, I'm just tired of losers on Reddit recreating the same photos every week. What does that even mean? You cannot recreate the same photo because we have different tags, different challenge themes every week. I'm sorry, I don't understand how this has so much upvotes. This made me genuinely upset. I don't vote for people who are clearly just trying to get their 300 moonstones by slapping down some couches and random items in a peaceful meadow. Thank you! I'm voting for the photo I like the best. Thank you. This should be the only criteria, in my opinion. Alright, so while editing this video, I just wanted to make sure that I express this clearly. I have nothing against voting for newer players, supporting newer players, but I don't see how it's fair to do this at an expense of an actually great-looking submissions that some people who might not be new put a lot of time and effort. I don't think it's fair to cast a vote simply because somebody has more items and hence the newer player deserves the vote, because everybody at some point was a newer player, and if you genuinely like somebody else's submission, then you should vote for it. But if you like the newer player submission, like if you feel like the simple submission in this case is better than another more complex submission, then vote for the simple one. Like, just in my opinion, the only criteria that should matter is the fact which submission do you like more, which one looks the best to you. If it's a simple one, go for that one. If it's a more complex one, clearly by more experienced player, then choose that one. I don't think it's fair to dismiss people just for the fact that they're not new players anymore and potentially have more items and potentially spend more time and effort in their submissions. That just sounds kind of ridiculous. I don't vote for people who are clearly just trying to get their 300 moonstones by slapping down some couches and random items in a peaceful meadow. Thank you! If people are making an effort, I give them a chance. I'm not going to penalize someone for being good at dream snaps. If they're talented, they deserve the vote. It's not easy to do. Thank you! My God. Okay, I don't understand. To be honest, I haven't seen a single comment supporting the idea in the post. How does it have 500 upvotes if like people just saying the way their votes and nobody did agree with this? So I don't understand how this has so many upvotes. And also just saying losers on Reddit, that kind of screams to me like this person got burnt on their dream snap and now they're on a vengeful streak to take everybody else down. So if I put an effort and get low results, nobody else to get good results if they put an effort. That's what it sounds to me, and it's just wrong. Pain. Pure pain. We've all been there. I'm sorry. What is something you didn't realize for embarrassingly long time? Okay, I like these ones. I got a game about a month ago. I did not realize that you could make a critter buddy assigned to you for the longest time. I noticed that a squirrel kept getting in my way and I would get frustrated, and he insisted on being pet while I'm just trying to do my gardening. He would even follow me into the ocean. I assumed that he was just a bit stupid and had warranted out of his assigned area or really liked the treat that I given him. It's funny. It's so funny. I didn't know for months that you can just press and hold the button while digging mining and your character just keeps digging. Okay, I'm honestly blown away. I've seen this this is why I included this as a tip in my ultimate beginner's guide, because I've seen so many comments on social media, people not realizing you can hold the button. They should really make a nicer tutorial in the beginning of the game to explain the main mechanics. Coffee bar. Cozy with Jazz just makes these awesome designs all the time. That is a cool design. Looks very vintage. Welcome to the Snuggly Duckling. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be decorated, as a tavern inside. That is so good. Oh, and you have Flynn and Rapunzel. Adorable. Love it. Difference in expectation. Oh, this is another Dream Snap post. Okay, let's see. I'm in another sub just for Dream Snaps, and so often I see people saying they're disappointed in themselves for how poorly they did on results day, and because they only have 2k odd moonstones, and how they should be getting 4k, and I'm over here being ecstatic over 600 moonstones I won this week. I don't think I've ever done this well. I worry people are putting too much pressure on themselves to do well and are accidentally taking the fun out of this for themselves, and I'm here using them as prompts to help me fill the rooms in my house. That's a good point. I do feel we often get a little bit too serious about Dream Snaps. I include myself in that because I go absolutely spiraling when I build my Dream Snap. I will agree that it does sometimes take a little bit fun away, especially like the part that is the worst about Dream Snaps, in my opinion, is number one, not knowing how the tags translate into your score. That is frustrating. You don't know if you have to go above and beyond with the tags, or like, is there a magic number that having any more than that number does not really add anything to your score. Like if we could have it, if we could see that and know the exact formula, I feel like that would take out a lot of pressure from Dream Snaps. And number two is the fact that certain, like, there is a certain unspoken formula on which Dream Snaps usually do well. And I'm not talking about, like, I'm mostly talking about that the shots that are so out of the box, that are unique and original, they very rarely do good. So sometimes you have this amazing idea in your head that you would love to recreate and submit it for Dream Snap, but you don't, because you know that a lot of people might not get the reference, might not understand your idea. So going for, like, let's say, safer, more generic options is usually much safer in terms of getting a lot of moonstones. So a lot of times people have to make sacrifice between actually making the Dream Snap that they want and they would love to make, and making as many moonstones as they can get. I see this over and over again, people deciding to go for their unique idea and then not getting the results they were hoping for. And sometimes people just sacrificing their vision just to make a generic shot, which looks good. But sometimes it's just like there's no really good way to fix that, because people are gonna vote for what looks like. People vote on the first impressions, and the shots that are deep and complex, they might not give you the strongest first impression. You might look in 2 shots and go for the simple one because you took it in much faster and it looked much prettier in the first glance. But if you spent like 15-20 seconds actually zooming in and going into the detail, you could realize that the other shot is actually way more interesting. It just takes time to realize that. So that's why, like, I don't know, maybe if they had some kind of a timer where you had to look at the photo for at least 10 seconds before you can cast a vote, maybe that would help with that issue a little bit. But I don't know. In any case, I totally agree with the post. It's a game after all, and you definitely want to prioritize fun. I think it's still possible to implement your ideas. You might have to make some sacrifices and introduce some things into your shot to make it more appealing to general audience, but still have that unique angle. And I've seen successful implementations of that. So the only thing we can do is keep learning, keep trying, and just keep having fun. If you absolutely have an idea that you're having a blast creating, even if it's not going to get a lot of moonstones, you get paid in fun. And that currency is way more valuable. Damn, bars! Alright guys, I think on this note, we're gonna end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I had a blast yesterday doing the Discord review. It's always so much fun to see the progression. I love seeing like the first versions, then how the versions evolve from people giving a feedback. Are we completely obsessed with Dream Snaps? Yes, but if you're not, it's still fine. There's no wrong way to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. And once again, if you want to submit a simple submission, and if you don't want to put an effort into Dream Snap, you just want your 300 moonstones, it's totally fine. I just don't think it's fair to vote for those people just to be a contrarian. And like that person literally said in the title, I'm voting for the worst picture, which means they do know that the other, like they literally look at the pictures. Okay, I like the left one more, but I'm gonna vote for the right one. It's like, what the hell? I'm sorry, I'm getting way too. Subscribe for more content. And goodbye.